Hey, what's going on, guys, and welcome back. So a few weeks back, I put out a video talking about the next two monster taming directs that I had planned and the fact that the applications for such events were open. The idea was to have one direct in May and one in August due to a large demand from both developers and fans for these kind of events. Some people said that two might be too much. However, what ended up happening was I roughly had 25 to 30 developers present in the first one, and that ended up being an hour long, and I had even more developers saying that they wanted to participate in the 2023 Direct, which in my opinion would have made the event way too long. The idea was to have one in May and one in August, since I had a few developers that were able to confirm appearances at either one, and these were going to be pretty big reveals. That being said, we did actually receive 25 applications for the May Direct, but unfortunately many of these applications ended up backing out kind of last minute, which has left us with not enough content for the May Direct, with the August one, however, looking pretty spicy so far. Because of this, I decided to axe the concept of having two per year and just go all in with one. This will allow for us to have a chunky direct like we had last year, but also will allow for a high level of quality with submissions, since if we receive, let's say, 50 applications, for example, we're just going to try to keep it at an hour max, so some of them will not be accepted. We have already received a couple submissions for the May Direct, and I have been in the process of reaching out to various developers, and it does look like it's not all bad news, because I will have some exclusive reveals that will make their way into either our Monster Tamer news segment or their own individual videos, so you can still expect some really dope monster taming content coming very soon. That being said, we set up the application process so that you could confirm your appearance, but have your submission come in later. That way we can kind of get an idea about who's actually coming, so that we can start making promotional material and confirm a date and stuff like that. However, I do think that in this case, a lot of developers that ended up canceling, they more so just put an application to secure their spot and weren't really 100% sure whether or not they were going to participate. Now, I'm not trying to throw shade at anybody. I totally get that things happen and you can never be 100% sure about anything, but the fact that out of 25 applications, 2/3 of them basically dropped out, to me sends a message that we need to kind of keep things in the background until we get the actual submissions rather than just the word from the developers. That being said, I cannot give a release date for the August Direct until I've received applications and submissions in hand, because realistically, if I went just by the words of everybody, we would have had 100 applications at this point, because that's how many people told me they wanted to be in the next Direct. But yeah, no big deal. This is actually a little bit of a relief to me, because I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of burnt out from all the cassette beats uploads lately, and the thought of putting another really big project together is quite daunting. But that being said, if you are a developer and want to be part of the August Monster Taming Direct, make sure to submit your application forms, which will be linked below. These are due by August 1st, and we already have a few games that I'm personally really excited for attending. So if you want to be part of it, make sure you get those submissions in and fill that Google Doc out. Instructions and guidelines with regards to submissions themselves are included in the Google Doc, which will be linked below so you get an idea of what to expect. I do also want to say that a lot of the May contributors will likely be absorbed into the August Direct, so it's not like there's going to be any lost content or anything like that. But yeah, I do apologize, guys. I know I didn't outright confirm the Direct, but I did say that I was aiming for May, and unfortunately, we could not make that happen. But with every cloud, there's a silver lining, and I'm very excited to show you guys what's been cooking. That being said, definitely make sure to subscribe so you get notified for all the latest monster taming news, and we'll see you guys next time. Peace.